The saw is the Evolution S380CPS 15-inch metal cutting chop saw. You can see here it was built in July of this year, 2020. I bought it in September. I've got it set up on the Evolution Universal Chop Saw stand. The stand is incredible on the adjustments. I'm going to do a few real-time cuts. This is 4x2 by 11 gauge or 1/8. The only thing I've done to the saw is move the back gate forward 1 hole here. And the reason I done that, it was wanting to finish the cut a little bit too far towards the back. This keeps it towards the middle of the saw. Also worth note is the saw is a 15-inch saw, but it comes with a 14-inch blade. Another pretty neat note, this blade is made in Japan. So I feel like it's about as good a quality as you can get nowadays. So let's make a cut in real time. Okay, you got a good idea of how much steel it throws out. I only make my cuts outside. I've got a very small shop and I don't want any more steel and debris slung around in the shop than necessary. So I just set up here, even in the wintertime on a nice day like today, it's like 50 degrees, and make any cuts I'm going to make outside. I just need to cut 4 or 5 of these. This cut compared to my Harbor Freight bandsaw, there is just no comparison. The speed is unmatched. The only unknown is I don't know how long the blade's going to last, and the blades run about $80 to $100. And on the down feed, I just let it kind of work its own way down. I put very little pressure. You can feel it cutting. As long as it's cutting and taking steel chips out, it's taking the heat with it. Here's a slightly different angle, real time. Okay, one more cut. 4x2 by 1/8 inch thick, A500 steel tube. I love it. Okay, we're going to cut 1 1/4 inch angle by 1/8 inch thick. One 1/4 by 1/8. Okay, it's slinging it back here pretty hard. I'm using the stop. I'm going to cut a piece without the stop. Let's see how it behaves. Okay, no stop. I think I like that a lot better. Okay, let's try something different. We're going to cut some strap steel. We're going to make a cut on 2 by 3/16. Very nice. I bought this saw from Trick Tools. I think they're very good to work with. You can call them and get a lot of good information. They'll give you honest opinions, and they sell a lot of different brands of tools and equipment. The table, they never had it in stock, so I just found one online. I think it might have come from probably an Amazon source company. I can't remember. Saw's unplugged. So far, I can't feel any difference in these carbide teeth at all from when it was brand new. So far, the saw actually hadn't cut that much. You can see here, just going on down here, 16 cuts, 1x2, 11 gauge, 6 cuts, 2 inch by 3/16, 14 3/8 rod, that's nothing. 9 cuts by 2x2 by 1/8 inch thick, 11 gauge. 6 cuts, that does not include today's 6 cuts. I'll add these 6 cuts to it on 4x2 by 1/8 and I'll add 6 pieces of the angle that I cut. Okay, this is not a review of the saw. There's plenty of really good reviews of this exact saw on YouTube. I just wanted to give you an idea of some real-time cuts. I know before I went looking for the saw, I knew what my application was going to be, and I tried to find some pretty good examples, and I think only found 1, maybe 2. I think on one video the saw was sped up. I don't like that. I'd rather sit there and get an idea of the real-time cut. And I realize you can't do that on a bandsaw because that'll drive you nuts, and you'll probably go to sleep, or you would on my bandsaw anyway. I've got the cheapie from Harbor Freight. It has its place. There's an application for that $230 bandsaw from Harbor Freight. This saw is quite a bit of money. It's a metal cutting beast, and I'm just really liking it. I don't abuse the blade. The main thing is cut mild steel. Cut your A36, your A500. I believe it's called hot rolled steel, but anyway, just keep it to mild steel. Don't cut anything heat treated. Don't cut any kind of drive shaft components, drive shaft yokes or anything like that. Or if you do, be prepared. You better have another blade in stock because it will destroy those carbide teeth. Anytime the carbide teeth remain in a piece of material very long, the idea is not to let the teeth ride like that. It's too much metal in one place. The idea is to get the chips and move them up and out. Take the heat with it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Yeah, thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. Have a good one.